when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there. Time.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready. 33.
Love now. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Quick, yellow.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
Check pig.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Come on, set.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson from 10 yards out. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. A long successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former second-round pick from Louisville, Tyler Shuck.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
19 Tigers.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Quick throw to Olave. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Play action now, Shuck. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
To throw is Shuck. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing, Shuck. And that will be incomplete.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Shuck to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touch. Down right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Shuck now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On play action, Shuck. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. Sideways from defense. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Now he'll take this and run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Now the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dances by him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there and now get some points on this drive.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good. Packers, first down. 1st and 10.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Smith, rest.
2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 at
Set,
the
ready.
46-yard line.
Look.
Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on the first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
7-7, our score after 1. back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Ball as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Here's Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
First and
Down.
goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing. Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we
Play action. Shuck. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here. 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Yellow, line.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Yellow, line.
Love fires that quickly outside. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Opposite, green.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for Packers.
To throw now. Here's Love. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
Now Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Check white.
6 makes it 3rd and 4.
To the air again, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
Play action this time with Love. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
At the 24-yard line.
Set, hut. 45. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Ready, ready.
Love looking to throw it. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And that It's caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
On their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On the double.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. This one taken in by Olave. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Saints on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Watson. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Weat. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 19.
Here's Shuck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers ready to take over offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
That ball nearly intercepted, but it could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. This is fielded at the 27. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Shuck. That is caught by Vele. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down.
To throw now, Shuck. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. To throw is Shuck. Now he'll take this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there at 22.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Shuck. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready up. Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check out.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Love now. That's taken in by Golden. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Love from the gun. That's taken in by Watson. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, it's Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. Now a 2nd and 2. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
On the double.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Love. He'll try to pick it up himself. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. But we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? Panther 6, go!
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Shuck now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Play fake, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the gun, Shuck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
70 Lion.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Third and 5.
Let's go. Viking.
Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Cowboy.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise. And turn it into positives moving forward.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
Set, ready, ready, ready.
Following the interception, Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throw left side. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing. Love. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here we go, here we go. Set.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. Hut.
Off the play fake, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
31-yard line.
Smith, red.
Love, they go play action now. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here.
run to work his way into the end zone.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just... that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Shuck. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Olave hauls it in. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Shuck. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, They further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now at Lambeau. It's the Saints who hold the football. But they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Let's go now.
They go play action here with Shuck. Packer pressure, and down he goes. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw now, Shuck. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never asked for help. I do it for you.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6 at the 34-yard line.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. 77 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll complete this one to Watson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Let's go.
Love looking to throw it. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going back to Love. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Danny Stutzman coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
In motion goes the tight end. Love now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. off the play fake. Shuck. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll pound it up the middle with Camaro. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. He needed two. He only got one on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Shuck. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 48 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after here coming up. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And not a lot of Success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 11. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Shuck. That's completed right side to Palmer. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. That's again complete to Palmer. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
15 yards on the play. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shuck again. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing, Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To the air again is Shuck. That's complete to Palmer. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go now. Back to 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. Hard throw, incomplete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. It's gotta have it time. 4th and 9.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. He'll try to do it himself. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Set, go! Yellow, 43.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Red, 38. Second.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Check one.
Throwing. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here is Shuck and the Saints. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Shuck. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Smith, red, black 40. Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress
the rest of the season.
So for the Packers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.